We are NASA scientists. We discover things in outer space. Some discoveries can be smelly, gassy, weird, and upside down. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take you on a journey to a planet that is the smelliest one. And it's so bad that you'll hold your nose. Ladies and gentlemen, the seventh planet from the sun, called Uranus. Uranus is a planet filled with crazy stuff, and it can be smelly. And one thing about Uranus is it is actually a planet that it is the only planet that is green. And it's also the only planet that rotates on its side and is upside down. And it has 27 moons, like Umbrio, Titania, and Morinda. Uranus is much more of a weird planet because Uranus is a planet shrouded in mysteries, and some of them can be smelly. And the thing is, here is a picture on Reddit that this guy took September 16th, 2020, September 17th, 2020, September 18th, 2020, and Uranus 400 UTC with these weird pictures. And Uranus is rotating on its side. But why is why is Uranus rotating on the side? How did that happen? Well, the thing is, billions of years ago, scientists discovered a new theory has popped up, and billions of years ago, a new theory that scientists suggest is that a planet somehow got caught in Uranus' gravitational field, and it used to rotate like all of the other planets. Venus used to rotate the right way, like Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. All of them rotate the same way. But somehow Uranus got tipped over on its side. A planet billions of years ago, a planet has interrupted Uranus's gravitational field in its orbit and somehow tipped it over like a collision course. And Uranus stayed in its spot. Instead of rotating flat like this, it flipped over. Like its rings did the same thing. And that's how Uranus got tipped over. And then this yellow blotch on Uranus that we do not know about. Some of us know and we do not, and some other people do know and do not know. And Uranus is much more like a green planet. It's a green-blue planet. Its atmosphere is coated with all types of stuff. And why is Uranus' atmosphere so blue? Uranus gets its blue-green color from methane gas in the atmosphere. Sunlight passes through the atmosphere and is reflected back out by Uranus' cloud tops. Stagnant, sluggish atmosphere on Uranus allows haze to build up and concentrate on the gas giant. The reason why Uranus is Uranus has 27 known moons: Titania, Morinda, Oberon, Embryo, Cressidia, and Ariel. Ariel is a mermaid from the Little Mermaid movie, as you can tell, and Cupid and Sycorax are the other moons of Uranus. A layer of concentrated haze that exists on both planets is thicker on Uranus than a similar layer on Neptune. There's a discovery of Miranda, the overview of Uranus, and Frankenstein's monster, like it was pieced together from parts that didn't quite merge properly, about 500 kilometers in diameter, which somehow Miranda, the moon of Uranus, Miranda was somehow like pieced together. And Miranda got its name from the daughter of Prospero in William Shakespeare's play, The Tempest. And somehow Miranda got pieced together, and the moon, Miranda, got pieced together. It's like the hodgepodge theory. And one theory is that a body the size of our Earth collided with Uranus a long time ago, radically throwing off its rotation, meaning Uranus tipped over on its side. And Uranus is about 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 4,982 degrees Celsius, according to NASA. And according to solarsystem.nasa.gov, Uranus has 13 known rings. The inner rings are narrow and dark, and the outer rings are brightly colored, which is a beautiful thing. And Uranus, a huge gaseous world, some 1.8 billion miles from the sun, is quite stormy. NASA's long-lived Hubble telescope spotted a notable storm, and all that information. And there's a cyclone raging at the North Pole of Uranus, which the cyclone is like raging. It's going crazy. And the only planets that rain diamonds is Uranus and Neptune, because the solar system exists 8,000 kilometers below the surface of our ice giant neighbors, created from commonly mixtures of hydrogen and carbon squeezed together at incredible pressure. And the three biggest moons of Uranus is Oberon and Titania, and were discovered by William Herschel in 1787. Were first to be discovered. The next two, Ariel and Umbriel. Uranus is blue because it's made up of hydrogen and helium and methane. The methane in Uranus absorbs the red light from the sun, reflects the blue light from the sun back to space. This is why Uranus appears blue. And another thing about Uranus is, in 2023, as of this year, Uranus is visible in evenings from January 1st to April 23rd, mornings from May 27th to November 12th, evenings again from November 13th to December 31st. Uranus will be brightest in 2023 from October, and Uranus is the coldest planet in the solar system, which is negative 224 degrees Celsius. That is the coldest record temperature for the coldest planet in our solar system. And Uranus is pretty cold if you ask me. And a massive moon fell into orbit around the planet and gravitationally destabilized it. And scientists believe there is a giant ocean on Uranus. This ocean is thought to be 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It would be way hot to swim or to host any animal or plant life of any kind and other information. And NASA has just released new images of Uranus, that's pulling the solar system, captured by JWST. Did you know that Uranus smells like farts? In 2017, scientists determined the planet's clouds are composed of hydrogen sulfide, which means the suffocating atmosphere of Uranus contains a stinky gas that has the odor of rotten eggs. Yes, scientists finally called it. Uranus smells horrible. Yes, I said it. Uranus smells like farts. When you get close to its atmosphere, you smell those rotten eggs. Oh, it reeks in there. Who did that? Right? Who did that? Was it you? No, it wasn't all of us. It was Uranus. So stinky. Phew-wee. And so, the thing is, if you go into Uranus, Uranus's atmosphere, you see a bunch of clouds and stuff. And Uranus, the Roman goddess of Uranus is Caelus, the sky Roman goddess, which is the Roman goddess of the skies. And Uranus is a planet filled with other mysteries that also needs to be solved. And Uranus has to be one of those planets that seems to be. Uranus is a planet that we all know about, and we all do know that Uranus has probably of hydrogen sulfide. The gas is possibly responsible for the foul smell of rotten eggs, and yes, it is human flatulence. Like us humans, we fart. And we do that, we do. And it wasn't us, it was Uranus. Really, Uranus? Really? Really? And the thing is, Uranus, man, is such a good old planet. And since it rotates on its side, the moons of Uranus appear to be scattered around the planet Uranus because billions of years ago, well, there's all these moons, 14 moons here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 moons in this picture, and those are the rings and stuff. And those rings, and there's a Juliet, Epsilon ring, Nereida ring, the Demonia Storm right there, R/3U1, Bianca Juliet, this is over there. And those are the years of Uranus, 2003, something like that. You see in that picture. Uranus, and is the father of Titans. Yes. When are scientists going back to Uranus? When are scientists going back to Uranus? In fact, the Dedical survey recommended launching the mission by 2032. A timeline that allows a spacecraft to use Jupiter's massive gravity to gain speed up to Uranus and arrive well before the equinox, allowing a full view of this epochal seasonal transition. NASA is being sent to orbit the seventh planet Uranus and land on Saturn's moon Enceladus. It should arrive at these two distant targets in 2045 and 2050, respectively. And the seventh planet shines at its brightest for 2023 at magnitude plus 5.6, with a diameter of 3.7 arc seconds, and distance from Earth. Uranus is at least distance from Earth for 2023, 155 light minutes, or 18.6 astronomical units from Earth. Astronomical units is how a planet is far away from the sun. What is astronomical units? A unit of measurements equal to 149.6 kilometers, the mean distance from the center of the Earth to the center of the sun. And Miranda is one of those hodgepodge pieces that come back together. Miranda's a weird moon, has weird terrain, and Uranus is just one of those planets. One of these days, National Aeronautics Space Administration is planning to visit Uranus again. the year of 2032. And the colors of Uranus, oh my man, it's so gorgeous. And Umbriel is one of those moons, and Ariel. So if you don't know King Triton is from the Little Mermaid movie, same as Ariel, and those references have been in our solar system around the Uranian moons. Ariel, which is one of Uranus's moons, and King Triton is one of Neptune's moons. So if you enjoy this video, Power Squad, Kingdom of YouTube Squad, well, I'll say, Reese and Pieces out.